Welcome everyone to my latest video. In this I'm going to be taking you on a bit of a behind the scenes of one of my urban sketches. You can see that was me getting ready. I'm sitting on a portable stool, sketchbook on my lap, and I have this artist roll that has my pencils, brushes, a variety of pens that I've mounted to my bike for easy access. And like most of my sketches, I start with selecting a basic unit in the scene that I then use to measure out proportions on page, set up my composition. And the elevated highway in this sketch had a lot of perspective, so I added a number of perspective lines in pencil and then added a layer of ink using my fountain pen. And at that point I am ready to add my watercolor washes. And so for the first wash, I'm working on the sky. I wanted it to be quite saturated. And so I'm starting actually with the most saturated part of the sky. I have a lot of pigment on my brush. And then I find adding water, lots of water to the page. I was experimenting with how to create interesting textures, varying the water and the amount of pigment. And you can see I added a very light wash of warmth to the ground for the highlights. And just showing you a palette clip, because I don't often have good footage of my palette. So I'm mixing up a very bluey gray for the shadows underneath the gardener. And this is kind of wash 2, adding a little bit of depth. And I really wanted to have fun with the trees, and so I like having a very wet page, and I love the way the yellow that I have interacts with blues. And so I'm showing you the end result here, but you can see it's still very wet, and I've added that blue right into the yellow, and so it's turned to a nice rich green, lots of interesting textures. And then just adding the final details, you can see the trees are now dry, how they change from when they were wet. And that's behind the scenes at the Bentway. Thanks for joining in.